Special thanks to Patreon supporter Ghost of Tsushima for making this tutorial possible. Hello ladies and gentlemen, Scared2 here bringing you another Minecraft modern tutorial. In this tutorial we'll be going ahead and building a forklift. This forklift here is not based off any design in particular, just kind of like the standard overall forklift type design. There are plenty of different versions out there that all have little different things about them, but this one here is just kind of your standard forklift. I think pretty much the universal one when we think of a forklift. I did go ahead and do this in kind of a green color scheme to kind of match maybe some type of military equipment, so you can go ahead and put this on your air bases or just your military bases in general as a kind of general all-purpose forklift that would be used obviously for logistical purposes, but overall kind of a fun little build to do, and something a little bit different, kind of again kind of a cool little utility piece you can put around your bases and all that stuff. Before we go and take a look at the build, I want to go and give special thanks to Patreon supporter Ghost of Tsushima for making this tutorial possible. If you guys are interested in supporting the channel more you guys already do, feel free to check my Patreon page. Link is down in the video description, where you can go and play a small amount to the channel every month, and in doing so earn a video request you're choosing. It really helps support the work I do on my channel and is obviously really greatly appreciated, so definitely feel free to check it out. Again, links are always in the video description. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look here at this forklift design. So as you can see, it's pretty standard. You have the cab in the back here where the operator would be positioned. So you have the various controls here for the forklift and all that stuff. We have the front forks here. So the front fork system to be able to raise and lower, obviously in the front here, picking up pallets and whatever miscellaneous stuff it's picking up. We have the wheels here, so again, nothing too crazy about those. A little back here, a little vent, some brake lights there, and really that's pretty much the forklift. Pretty simple little design here, but something that will make a really good addition to any of your bases, again, as a kind of simple little logistics vehicle. Anyways, let's go ahead and move into the tutorial by beginning with our first layer. Alright guys, so going ahead and moving into our first layer here, we go ahead and start with layer 1. For layer 1 to get started with here, we're going to place down a block of coal like so, followed by 2 stone brick top slabs over from that block of coal, and another block of coal just like that for the front here. We're going to go then place down a row of 3 of row of 4 dark oak trapdoors across. Actually, my bad. So this right here is supposed to be a block of coal, a stone brick top slab, and then a block of coal. So it should be like this here. So it should be 3 wide, not 4 wide. My apologies. We're going to go then place down a row of 3 of dark oak trapdoors across, and then 1, 2, and 3 trapdoors come off the ones to the sides there. So we should get something that looks like this here for the front. With that done, we're going to take our top slabs, place down a row of 3 of top slabs across, a second row of 3, stone brick top slab here in the center, and then to both sides of that top slab, we're going to place down a dragon head here to both sides. And we then want to place down a row of 3 of dark oak trapdoors, or dark oak top slabs across, and then a wither skeleton skull there on the very end. After we have that done, the last thing for us to do is to go ahead and grab a banner, and we're going to be going ahead and making a banner here. And it's a pretty simple design. All we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and take a green banner. We're going to place a black border around it, and all you really need to do here is place a black line through the center. So just that single black line that goes through the center, and you'll get a banner design that looks like this. This will go on each one of the blocks of coal here on the sides here for those wheels like so. So pretty simple little design there, and that right there is going to basically wrap up what we have there for layer 1. Let's move on to layer number 2. Alright guys, moving into our next layer, we have layer number 2. For layer 2 to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to place down an anvil on top of these 2 dark oak trapdoors, and we then want to place down a stone brick wall here in the center. After we have that done, we want to go ahead and then place down a polished blackstone stair right here, and then an upside down stair to both sides coming off those 2 anvils. On the sides of those upside down stairs, we're going to place down a dark oak sign like so. After that's complete, we want to go ahead and place down a green terracotta block over here to the left side. Over to the right side, we're going to go and do something a little bit different by placing down a polished blackstone upside down stair like so. In the middle here, we're going to place down a stone brick slab, or actually sorry, over here on the right side, it's going to be a dark oak stair. So it should look like this. After we get to this point here, we're going to place down a green terracotta, or actually sorry, it's going to be a black concrete block here in the center, and then we're going to then place down a polished blackstone upside down stair to both sides, a dark oak sign coming off the side of the stair, and then take our green terracotta. We're going to go and place down a row of 3 across, and we then want to place down a black concrete block in the center, and then a green terracotta block on both sides of it like that for the rear here. We then want to go ahead and go into our creative menu. We're going to go and grab ourselves a ladder. We're going to place down a ladder on the black concrete block, and we want to go and then grab ourselves item frames, followed by some red concrete blocks and some dark oak signs. We're going to place down an item frame on those 2 red concrete blocks, red or on those 2 green concrete blocks, and then in those item frames, we're going to place down red concrete. And also, if you are on Java, we can go ahead and place dark oak with signs on the side of the green terracotta blocks as well. If you're on Bedrock, you're not able to put the signs in item frames in the same block space. If that's the case, just go ahead and disregard the signs and just place down the item frames instead. Anyways, that right there is going to wrap up what we have there for layer number 2. Here's what it looks like from up above. And with that, we'll go ahead and move into layer number 3. Alright guys, moving into our next layer, we have layer number 3. For layer 3, to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to place down a stone brick wall on top of these 2 anvils like so, followed by an iron bar directly here in the center. We then want to go ahead and place down a polished black stone wall, going back from those 2 walls. If you're able to have access to a debug stick, we can also go ahead and give ourselves a debug stick and do a cool technique here. Where using the debug stick, we can actually make the walls so that they don't connect. We'll go ahead and make sure that we select this, and you'll find whatever direction it is facing. So for us, it's facing south, and we're going to go ahead and select it so it's not facing south anymore. And like that, and you can see that those walls are no longer connected. We're going to go to the stone brick walls. It's going to be the opposite direction. So we're going to go and select ours here for north. And we're going to go and basically close that like so. So you can get a cool design there on the front there, which looks a lot better, I think, for those, separating those walls from each other. But again, if you do have to put the walls together, it's not really going to be that big of a deal in terms of the overall design. Anyways, after that, in between these walls here, we're going to place down a wither skeleton skull. And again, if these walls do, for whatever reason, connect up, just make sure that they are closed up again. Don't know why they connected, but there they go. After that, we're going to go ahead and place down a dark oak wood fence gate coming off this wither skeleton skull. And we're going to open up the fence gate toward the wither skeleton skull. We're going to go ahead and place down a polished blackstone slab here in the center, followed by a redstone comparator to the left side, and then we're going to place down a lever over here to the right side, and we're going to flip it forward like so. After that, we want to go ahead and place down a polished blackstone stair here to both sides, and then a green terracotta block there in the center. We're going to then take our dark oak wood stairs, place down a row of 3 of dark oak wood stairs across the back here like so. And once we have that all complete there, that is going to wrap up what we have there for layer number 3. Looking at from above here, this is what we should have for the top-down view. And with that, let's go ahead and move into our next layer, layer number 4. Alright guys, so at this point we're just going to go ahead and move into our final layers. We have layers 4 through 6. Didn't realize that 5 and 6 were just so simple, so we'll just go ahead and do it all together. Anyways, our final layers here, we have layers 4 through 6, jeez. Anyways, to go ahead and get started, on top of these stone brick walls here, we're going to place down a stone brick wall that goes up like so. And in between them, we want to go and place down a end rod like so, followed by a narrow stone brick wall that goes up from those walls, a wall across the center between them, and then on top of the 2 walls on the sides here, we're going to go and place down a wither skeleton skull like that on both sides. After that, we want to go and then place down a polished blackstone stair on top of this polished blackstone wall, so like so. And then going up from the stair, we're going to go and place down a polished blackstone wall, and then go back one, like so. Same thing over here, like that on both sides there. After that, go ahead and go into the walls here, we're going to place down item frames. And we're going to then place down snowballs in those item frames, like so. We then want to take our dark oak top slabs. We're going to place down a dark oak top slab here, followed by a row of 3. And then, dark oak trapdoors, my bad. And then we're going to go to these stairs here. We're going to place down 2 polished blackstone walls up, like so, to both sides, and then a dark oak wood trapdoor there in the center. We're going to then place down a dark oak trapdoor on this green terracotta block, and then coming off that, we're going to go ahead and place ourselves down a banner like this for the backrest here for the chair. After that, continuing on the back here, we're going to take our polished blackstone and place down a row of 2. We're going to then place down a wither skeleton skull to the left side here, followed by dark oak wood signs along these 2 sides of the slab. And on the outer side here, we're going to grab ourselves an item frame and also a black concrete block. We're going to place down an item frame here and then a black concrete block in the item frame like so. Again, if you are on Java, we can go ahead and also place a dark oak wood sign on the side of the slab, just like that, to create that nice design there on the side there. But again, if you do not have the ability to do that, it's not that big of a deal. Anyways, at this point here, last thing for us to do is we're actually going to delete this trapdoor here in the center, and we're going to then just take black carpet and wrap it around the tops here of the walls, like so. And after we have that all done right there, that is going to pretty much wrap up my design here for just kind of a standard general forklift design. Hopefully you guys do enjoy this tutorial and are able to put it to good use. If you do want to use this build, I do ask that you guys give me proper credit for it. This can be linked from Sound the Build, link to my channel or this video if this does appear on any social media sites. As long as you guys give me proper credit for the build, you're free to use it for whatever projects you guys are working on. Overall, enjoy the build, have fun with it, on all that fun stuff. Again, big special thanks to Patreon supporter Ghost of Tsushima for making this tutorial possible. With that though, thank you guys again so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Gary2F4, and I'll see you guys next time.